Hello guys, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be sketching with ballpoint pen on just regular printer paper. I'll be using two references from Pinterest. I'm sure you guys know Pinterest, really cool website actually. It's gonna be a drawing of a sketch of a girl and a guy. But yeah, as you can see, I usually start with a circle, then I add some guidelines. It's basically the Loomis method. I'm sure you guys have heard of the Loomis method somewhere, somehow. It's really, I wouldn't say popular, but really well known. Especially if you're trying to draw portraits or heads. It's probably the most simple way of trying to figure out how to draw a portrait. Though it does have its cons and pros, but it's, I guess people use it for the simplicity of it. But yeah, as you can see, I start with the circle, then I add guidelines, and the guidelines I usually represent where the eyebrows, the bottom of the nose, and the bottom of the chin would be. Just a general area that won't always be the same, especially if you are gonna try to, I guess, what's the word, caricature the portrait, so the proportions could be completely off, quote unquote. But I'm staying pretty basic here. But yes, as you can see, I've added some of the features. It does look a little wonky, but I mean, it's just a sketch, right? The infamous excuse for artists. We could use it anytime we want. It's just a sketch. But yeah, now I add the neck. Really simple shape for the neck. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention that, I'm sure by the title, this is a sketch with me video. So feel free to join me. Grab some paper, a pencil or a pen, and just go ahead and sketch. You know, nothing too crazy, no pressure, just marks on a piece of paper. If you don't have paper, I'm sure you have paper. There's no way you wouldn't have paper. I mean, I guess maybe you don't. But in that case, you could probably look for the mail that's gonna be thrown away, or you know, just even a napkin. Honestly, you could totally draw on a napkin. If you feel bad that you're using paper, well, there's actually a way to not feel bad, and it's quite simple, let me tell you. So, you know, as artists, I know we do live in a digital era, but you know, there is some people that really enjoy drawing on paper traditionally, and some like me usually just draw, or mostly draw traditionally, and we feel a little bad because, you know, we're killing all these trees. But this is my way of, I guess, trying to counter that, and it's basically promising yourself to plant a whole bunch of trees in your lifetime, and that's really all there is to it. Shout out to Team Trees. Anyways, I'm getting close to finishing this little sketch. It's not so bad, it's not too bad, it looks pretty nice so far. I'm adding some details on the eyes, just adding some simple shading. The eyebrows, basically I'm just adding some details now to make it look more, I guess, more like a drawing than a sketch. That's something I wonder often. What's considered a sketch and what's considered a drawing? Because they're both technically the same. Does a sketch become a drawing once it's rendered, or is it purely line work? But I mean, pure line work could also be considered a drawing, right? So what is a sketch? Is it just a mindless, skillful mark making? Is it speed? I guess it's all up to one to decide, right, what a sketch may be. I don't know. That is an interesting question. But yes, we're approaching the end of this little sketch. Just adding more details, more shading with pen. Ballpoint pen is actually quite interesting. This is one of my favorite mediums. I just love the fact that you could be gentle with it, and you could create a pretty decent range of values for contrast. You could go pretty light and pretty dark. That's honestly awesome. It's almost like a pencil, except more permanent. The thing about this pen specifically, though, I used to dislike how the ink will get clumped on the side, and then I would just end up with a little blob of heavy ink. So it just looks like random dots on the drawing. But I've learned to appreciate it. I don't know, it's pretty cool. But yeah, here's the first sketch finished. Anyways, yeah, so I decided to make the rest of the sketch a time lapse because turns out that recording myself is a lot more humbling and more challenging than I thought. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed hanging out and watching me sketch or sketching yourself. Anyways, yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye.